Oh, I'm just sick 3 times. Oh man. So the West Highland Way, Scotland's first and most popular long distance trail. I feel like it's been a long time coming, this one. And I'm just making my way through the forest here at the start of the trail. And it's quite peaceful. But normally people pick summer to do this 100-mile trek where there's more daylight hours, a lot warmer temperatures and less snow. But I thought I'd really challenge myself this time. So here we are in the middle of December and I couldn't be more excited, to be honest. This is going to be amazing. So I'm just making my way through Mugdock Country Park and it's quite busy, loads of runners and dog walkers. You can see some blue skies up ahead, but the sun has risen just back in that direction. You can still see a bit of glow to the sky. Only came up about 15 minutes ago. We've finally got some light and this is just the perfect start. Gotta love being in a forest, just so peaceful. Man, my bag is heavy. I've tried to go as light as possible as well. I'm only carrying 1 litre of water, but I know that I'm going to pass many streams and rivers that I'll be able to fill up further along the trail, and just trying to go as light as possible is going to make this a lot more enjoyable. But I've had to bring loads of food, which is weighing down my pack. Because it's the winter time, a lot of these shops and restaurants in the Scottish Highlands will close up for the season. And I can't imagine starving would be too fun. But see how we get on, and it just feels absolutely amazing to be back out on another adventure. That is such a cool wee house there. It's like a wee chalet. And I think there's actually a few of them just further up. I suddenly feel so much warmer though. The sun has burst its way through the clouds. It's lighting up this forest. So nice. Definitely a lot warmer. Looks like these are the first couple of places we're going to be passing through. Killearn, 5 3/4 miles, and Drimmen in 8 3/4 miles. Not too bad. Let's do it. Double gate. Don't think they want me to complete the West Highland Way. Throwing in loads of hurdles. There we go. Oh wow, really has opened up now. I think that mountain up there might be Dumgoyne. It's not very tall, like 400 metres or so. Could be any one of these, to be honest, but I think it's that one just because it's meant to be quite steep. And the first view of Ben Lomond. Wow, that looks amazing. And there is snow on them there hills. That looks amazing. I'm actually surprised at the lack of frost on some of the lower hills in the area. I think it's 2 degrees Celsius right now, and it definitely gets into the negatives overnight. This actually is the warmest day of the week, with highs of I think about 4, and for the rest of the week it's not really going to go above freezing, so it's definitely going to be a cold one, that's for sure. Still a really good path to follow, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be Glengoyne Distillery over there. So if you're a fan of whiskey, you can stop by whilst you're doing the West Highland Way and have a wee dram. But I think I'll stick to the water. Some seriously impressive houses alongside the trail. That one there, building over there as well, looks pretty incredible. And I've just been really close to the road for quite a while, which is sort of ruining the peacefulness a little bit. But as soon as I get walking and I'm crunching leaves beneath my feet, it's back to being nice and peaceful. I've seen a few signs for honesty boxes just as I'm walking along the trail, but I haven't seen any. I don't know if they maybe take them away in the winter time, but it's basically just where you can leave a small donation, and there's things like chocolate and fizzy drinks and things like that that you can just take. Ideal when you're not really wanting to eat all the food that you have. But yeah, I haven't really seen any, so don't know, I might see some further along the trail. A bit of road walking right now, but it's the first road walk, so I'm not too bothered. And I think I can actually see all the way over to Dungoyne, just there. Really have come quite a distance. And this weather is just glorious, I'm so lucky. Really enjoying it so far. Oh, it was worth it. I've just been gaining quite a bit of elevation on these sort of farm roads and feeling like I'm not really getting anywhere. But now look at the views. The snow-capped mountains in the distance look pretty amazing. And I can just about see Loch Lomond. That's one of the little islands just there. It looks really nice. And then round here, Ben Lomond is this like snow-capped one in the far distance, and one of these, I'm not sure which one, I think it might be that, is Connick Hill, which I'm going to be going up either later today or tomorrow. But just look at those views. That was worth the climb. That is just stunning. That's me got a litre of water filled up just in case I don't cross any streams by the time I find camp tonight. And it's about 1:30 right now, so I've only actually got 2 hours until sunset, and then I'll have to find somewhere to camp. You really don't get a lot of sunlight at this time of year in Scotland, but I reckon I've got a few more miles to do before I stop. Get away from this busy road. Oh my, I mean look at that. That is absolutely stunning. It's so nice down there. That is the village of Drimmen down there. The village where no one ever gets wet. Just ignore that terrible joke. But just look at that. Wow. Not long till the sun goes down. What a view. Well, the tent is up and looking good. I've had to move it slightly over to the left because the ground over there is waterlogged. And there's a water source just over there. There's a river which runs all the way down here. Absolutely perfect. And would you just look at that view? I don't know how I get so lucky. This is the first night, and look at my spot. Oh man, that's what I'm heading up tomorrow. That is Conic Hill, and this is Loch Lomond. What a view. That is going to make for a pretty special sunset. Well, good morning everyone. It's just past 8:30 and the sun rises in about 5 minutes. And it's another beautiful day here in the Scottish wilderness. I had quite a decent sleep last night. It did get quite cold. I think it got down to about -2 degrees Celsius. But I was quite warm in my sleeping bag. As always, I've left no trace. You always want to leave the ground you're camping on exactly how you found it. And I'm up and ready for another day exploring the West Highland Way. Another gate to contend with. Can't tell you how many of these there's been. That one's pretty easy. And I am heading for that right there, which is Conic Hill. And look at Loch Lomond this morning. It's just beautiful. Bit of low-lying mist over there. And the sun is rising over in that direction. But yeah, let's get to the top of Conic Hill. These views are going to be something else. Oh wow. Look at that for a view. Over Loch Lomond. And that right there is Ben Lomond, which I'm going to be walking by today. Wow, what a view. Not too bad for 9:05 in the morning, is it? And I'm not too far from the top of Conic Hill. Here we are, the top, Conic Hill, just over 350 metres above sea level. And I tell you what, for a small hill, the views aren't half bad. Wow, there's all the frozen farms and the sun beaming towards us. And then Loch Lomond. Not bad, is it? I'm just going to enjoy these views for a bit and then head down. It's pretty amazing how densely forested these little islands are. I mean, just look at that. There's hardly room to move on that thing. It's covered in trees. And it looks like that one there's a few houses at the front end. I wonder if anyone lives on any of these islands. So many of them. Absolutely insane though. And I'm not too far from the shores of Loch Lomond. Well, I've made it to the shore of Loch Lomond and it's so peaceful. This stretch is actually meant to be one of the toughest of the entire trail. There's just loads of ups and downs as you're following along the shore. And I just need to hike the length of Loch Lomond, which actually sounds pretty reasonable on paper if it was a normal sized loch, but then you realise that it's 30 miles long or maybe even longer. And yeah, that'll definitely take all of today and maybe some of tomorrow. But there's nothing for me to complain about right now. Look at the weather. Absolutely stunning. It looks like the trail tries to dodge the road at any possible chance. It's literally right there, and as you can see there's just a wee path just slightly to the left of it, but it's a really quiet road in the winter, so I don't even mind following it. Oh, that sunlight makes such a difference. I'm not even kidding when I say that the front of me right now is freezing cold and the back of me is roasting. Can you wear half a jacket? It's just beaming down, and it just warms you up so nicely. Hopefully it stays out. Back in the forest now, which is nice, and still following the side of Loch Lomond. And I've seen loads of little bits like this, which would be perfect for tonight. It's just sort of little inlets that have flat spots where people have obviously camped before. Hopefully I can find something like that when I'm looking for a spot tonight. Looks like there's a wee information sign. See what it's saying. Alright, okay. It's a campsite. I'd imagine this would be pretty busy in the summer, but no one's stupid enough to do it in winter. I've hardly seen anyone today. You'll be lucky if I've seen like 5 people out on the trail. It's been really quiet, and I think this would normally be really busy, especially in the summer, with loads of people doing the West Highland Way. But it's nice being quiet, to be honest. It's really peaceful. Well, it's too early in the day for me to camp there. It's a lovely spot though. But yeah, I'll head on further. Still got loads of miles to do today. I'm guessing these are the prime spots. Be lucky if you get these ones. Look at the views. I mean, wow. Just look at those views. Loch Lomond really is beautiful, with a few wee ducks just chilling. I am currently about 5 minutes away from a little village called Rowerdennan, and I'm just heading through this forest before I arrive. And I could really do with dropping the kids off at the pool and also filling up my water. So this little village has come at the perfect time. I see houses through the trees. I think we're close. Unreal. The path has widened quite a bit now, which is decent. And I can now see the entire width of Loch Lomond. And it pretty much just gets more narrow the further you follow it. It really is. Just beautiful. And that sun is getting pretty low in the sky. Won't be long before I'm searching for a camp spot again. I think this might actually be my first working honesty box. Let's have a look inside. What they got? Fizzy drinks, bunch of snacks and things you might need. It's actually pretty good. I don't need anything, but it's all going well for me right now. Well, bad news guys. I've just been sick. Maybe like a kilometre back in that direction. I don't know what happened, but ever since I left Rowerdennan, I've just felt really sick. But I thought it was just, I don't know. I don't really know what I thought, to be honest, but I thought if I just kept going and drank plenty of water, I could make it to camp tonight and I'd hopefully be fine. And I'm still planning on doing that. I'm just going to keep walking. There's a hotel, the Inversned Hotel, which is about 5 kilometres from where I am. So I'm I'm just gonna continue walking. Ooh, I feel quite sick right now actually. So I think I'm gonna stop talking to you and try and make it to this hotel in one piece. Oh, I was just sick 3 times. Oh man. I'm just gonna try and get to this Inversnaid hotel and then try and get someone to come and rescue me, pick me up and take me home. I'm absolutely devastated, but I don't think there's much point continuing on if I'm being sick.